Murphy continues our team coverage tonight.
And Adam, the Brooks family attorney just wrapped up a news conference talking about the charges filed in this case, right?
They did. It was a very emotional news conference here at Stewart Trial Attorneys in downtown Atlanta. You had attorney Chris Stewart along with his colleague Justin Miller. They were there representing the Brooks family. Also with them was Brooks's widow, Tamika Miller. And during this news conference, both attorneys spoke, and Mr. Miller said that he learned as a child that you just never kick any man when he's down. And they felt like that's exactly what happened in the developments a week ago when this all went down at the Wendy's restaurant. And Stewart said that, remember that Rayshard Brooks was a human being just like you. If you take everything else out of the equation here, just remember that he was a human being like the rest of us. He also went on to say we shouldn't have to celebrate when we get a piece of justice as African Americans. This never should have happened. Now, today, they also said is more about disappointment and heartache than it is justice. They do not feel justice has been achieved today. Obviously, there's more to come with this. And at the very end, of course, we talked with Tamika Miller and asked her some questions. Clearly, one of the things that was tough for her when the information was coming from the district attorney today, the specifics were new to her at that moment, just like they were for us. And we were hearing details about how Officer Rolfe had actually waited more than 2 minutes to render aid. And then we also heard that Officer Rolfe had kicked Brooks while he was down after being shot. When we asked Miller what her thoughts were about all of this, obviously it was very emotional for her. Here's what she said in response.
Right, I was very hurt. I didn't imagine being there because I don't know what I would have done if I would have seen that for myself. But I felt everything that he felt just by hearing what he went through. And it hurt. It hurt really bad.
Very difficult for the family right now, obviously. And the next step now is waiting to find out when there might be a funeral or memorial service. That information was not relayed to us today in the news conference, but we'll be learning those details, obviously, in the coming hours and coming days. But for now, it's still a very sad day for the Brooks family, and we all would expect it to be. But they just don't feel like justice has been served at this point in time. It's certainly a step towards that, but there's a long way to go. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.